Continuiamo con i nostri viaggi, restiamo per terra ma sempre con un occhio ovviamente al futuro. Io chiedo a Emanuele Menegatti, che lui è professore all'Università di Padova e membro dell'Istituto di Robotica e Macchine Intelligenti, che da anni tra l'altro collabora col Maker Fair Roma, di raggiungermi. Ciao.
Buonasera, ciao.
Io sono ancora scossa. Io lo so che poi nell'innovazione voi lavorate tutti i giorni, siete costantemente immersi, però è sempre bello vedere anche della speranza, no?
Sì,
Emanuele,
assolutamente.
noi ci siamo visti, ma noi ci rincontreremo anche,
Sì.
però questo momento il palco è tuo.
Grazie mille.
Grazie mille a te.
Allora, buonasera a tutti, sono molto emozionato perché appunto questa sera mi è stato chiesto di presentarvi Hiroshi Ishiguro, professore dell'Università di Osaka, e sono molto emozionato perché è stato uno dei miei maggiori maestri nell'ambito della robotica e una delle sue frasi, che detta una sera a cena, è diventata un po' lo slogan del mio laboratorio. Cioè la robotica non è per i robot, ma la robotica è per le persone. Che detta in inglese suona robotics is not about robots, but robotics is about people. E vedrete nella sua presentazione, quindi chiamo sul palco Hiroshi, professore Hiroshi Ishiguro, Università dell'Osaka, e vedrete nella sua presentazione come lo sviluppo tecnologico, come hanno detto anche i relatori precedenti, non si ferma allo sviluppo di una tecnologia, di un qualche meccanismo avanzato, ma si fonde con quello che è il pensiero umano nella sua accezione più alta, si fonde con la filosofia, l'etica, lo studio di cosa vuol dire pensare, di cosa vuol dire essere esseri umani. Vi lascio scoprire il significato di queste mie parole con la presentazione sulla tecnologia degli androidi che farà il professor Ishiguro e sugli avatar che sta sviluppando ora, e per chi vuole poi ci sarà la possibilità di sentire una presentazione più lunga dopodomani, sabato alle 10:30, all'interno della conferenza IRIM, cioè questa 3 giorni organizzata dall'Istituto Italiano di Robotica e Macchine Intelligenti, che all'interno di Maker Fair organizza 3 giorni di evento proprio sullo stato più avanzato della tecnologia in ambito robotico, dove ci saranno professori, ricercatori di robotica di tutta Italia che faranno il punto e ragioneranno su queste nuove tecnologie e faranno il punto anche del loro impatto sulla società. Allora, Ishiguro, I leave you the stage and enjoy the talk.
Okay, thank you, Emma, very much. Thank you very much. Well, today I'm going to talk about the avatar and the future societies. I have several appointments, but my purpose is to develop the avatar technologies and deliver that technology in the world, right? So I'm focusing on the avatars right now. Okay. So this is my dreams. I want to realize this kind of a human-robot, human-avatar symbiotic society in a very, very near future, especially in Japan, where the robot technology, avatar technology is very important. We're going to have a serious labor shortage. Probably, in Italy, you may have similar situations, right? And how we can solve that kind of labor shortage problems? One of the possibilities is to use more robots, more avatars. Okay? And in order to realize that human-robot, human-avatar symbiotic societies, I have started my project around the 2000. It's almost 24 years, 4 years ago, right? And at the moment in robotics, we have just two issues. One is manipulator development, and the other is the autonomous driving system development. But I and my colleagues, we have started a new research, the issues that is human-robot interactions. And then I have developed these robots software, okay. And my robots are almost human-like robots. Someone is a very human-like. And the question is, why do we need humanoid robots? Always people ask me these questions. So my answer is simple, right? Human has a brain that recognizes humans. Therefore, the ideal interface for the human is humans, okay? And we are, realizing the human-like information medias that the people can easily use and interact with. And at the same time, we will use it to understand the higher cognitive function of humans. So we call this approach in a synthetic research for understanding humans. And then, we explored what it means to be human through the interaction with human-like robot, human-like medias. So this is what I'm doing. And so far in robotics, we focus on the development of some the elemental things, right? We have developed the sensors and manipulators, right? And then we have developed the voice recognition functions, image understanding functions. So, and actually the bottleneck for interactive robot was the conversational functions. But thanks to the large language model like ChatGPT, we could solve that bottleneck, right? And then after this, we can focus on the important, more complicated human-like functions, like a human-like intelligence and embodiment. Embodiment is the meaning of bodies, right? And multimodal integrations. We use the multimodal way of representation and perceptions, right? And intentional desires. We're going to expect to have a more autonomous system after this, right? So how we can be autonomous? We humans, we have an intentional desire. Therefore, we can be autonomous, right? The same things happen for the AI and the robot. We need to install the good intentional desire to the robot and the AI, right? And then, if we interact with that kind of AI, we may feel the consciousness, right? And then we may have social relationships, right? So we can attack these, the higher level, meta level cognitive function for the robot, and we can understand the human also, right? This is a quite exciting things. Okay. So this is, I believe this is the most human-like Android I have developed so far, right? This is Erica, right? And by using, the technology I have developed so far, right now I'm focusing on the avatars. In 1999, I have proposed this very simple robot avatars that consists of TV conference system and mobile platforms. And after that, I have improved the avatar technology very much. And around 2006, I have developed this, my twin copies. Okay? And then, recently, I have developed the 6th generation of my copies. Could you give me a sound? Our goal is to make anyone, including the elderly and the challenged, to be able to play an active role in the society, anytime and anywhere with an avatar. So, important feature of this, the avatar, the very human-like avatar is, his gesture is much better than me, actually, right? It's quite difficult to have this kind of, right? We need to have much trainings, for having this kind of elegant gestures, but avatar can do it, right? So, the computer program can perfectly control the avatar's gestures, and in addition to that, avatar can have much better the perceptions by using AI cameras. So that means that we can enhance our perceptual abilities and the ability for the expressions by using avatars. Right? So this kind of technology is important for the handicapped people or elderlies, right? But, the ordinary people can also use the avatar technologies for enhancing the abilities, okay?
Taro, Digital Minister of the Japanese government. Today, I'm talking through my avatar, developed by Dr.
He is our digital minister, and he's basically, the minister is very busy, right? Therefore, he is using this avatars for giving a talk, right? So this year, in Japan, we are running the G7 meetings, right? And then, he was giving the talk by using the avatar, his own avatars. So merit of this avatar is that he doesn't need to care about the securities, right? So he can appear anywhere, anytime, right? And then, he can talk with the people, right? Another important things is, he is a minister, right? And he is a leader of our country. And if he became avatars, people are, going to be interested in avatar technologies. And then, we're going to have a chance to discuss about how we can accept this kind of technologies in our daily life, right? So that is the reason why I have developed his avatars. And of course, we can use these, computer graphics avatars. So I started my startup company 2 years ago, and my company is developing these avatars, right? If we have one laptop computers, we can control the avatar's movement in real time, right? No additional sensors, right? Just laptop computer, that's all. And if you like, you can use the more human-like, very realistic avatars. So basically, European people and American people choose this very human-like avatars, but the Japanese people choose the animation character-like avatars, right? It's very strange, right? But actually, the Japanese company already they're using these avatars. Okay, so this is the web page for the web-based insurance, life insurance companies. They are using our avatars. The avatar is the top salespersons in these companies. So people, can easily talk to the avatar, especially in Japan. And then, the avatar is selling a lot. Okay. So now, in a convenience store in Japan, we are using the automated cash registers. But Japanese convenience store has so many services. It's complicated services, right? Therefore, we cannot make the perfectly autonomous. Our idea is to use the avatars, right? So if a customer, is getting a trouble, right? They can call the avatars. Okay, and the avatar is teaching how to use the machine, how to do that, right? So, if we use the avatars, right? So everybody can easily have a job, right? Actually, in the convenience store, the handicapped people are, they are working with these avatars. So in the futures, we want to create this kind of world. Anyone, including the women, elderly, and the people with disabilities, will be able to freely participate in various activities with abilities beyond ordinary people while expanding their physical, cognitive, and perceptual abilities using a large number of the avatars. So anyone will be able to work and study anytime, anywhere, minimize commuting to work, and have plenty of free time. So we want to create this kind of world. And, what kind of a world we can create? That is a virtualized real world. So avatar is here, right? Usually we are living in a real world, and thanks to the internet, we could have a virtual world. If we use the avatar in a real world, we can combine the both merit of a real world and a virtual world, right? And then we can realize the diversity and inclusion in our societies. So human has a body, therefore humans discriminate against the humans based on their bodies, right? So avatar frees humans from the restriction of their bodies and creates a society of diversity and inclusion. Using avatars, we can realize a society in which everyone anyone's recognize each other's, connect with each other's, and live together. Okay, then I hope in the near future we can develop the these human-robot symbiotic societies. Thank you for your attention.
So Hiroshi, thank you very much for the nice talk. I think you presented a lot about technology tonight. I want to ask you about something about philosophy or ethics. So if I encounter your avatar and this is undistinguishable from your body, and if this is talking like you, reasoning like you, then what is the difference in my feeling between you and your avatar?
So actually, the boundary between the human and the robots, well, is disappearing right now. I think the human always accepting a lot of technologies, and then we can enhance our abilities, right? So, well, I will say that the human is totally integrated with AI and robots from the beginnings, right? Then I think we need to have a more philosophical discussion, ethical discussions, right? How we can live together with the robot and AI, right? But near futures, I think boundary disappears.
Okay, and I remind a research you told me many years ago now, in which you were doing some neuroscience experiment by scanning the brain of people, interacting with objects, interacting with animals, interacting with people. And there was a fourth modality that you discovered that was interacting with robots. So robots were perceived neither as a person, obviously, especially the first generations that were very different from a real person, but they were neither animals nor objects. So it was a new modality for human interaction, let's say. So are you still working on this?
Yeah, still we are working with the neuroscientists, and we are, always investigating what kind of a response that people can have for our very human-like android and robots, right? So, and we can study so many things, when they're working with the neuroscientists.
Grazie mille. Grazie Menegatti, grazie mille. Thank you so much for being here.